Hey everyone, it's Tyler Strike, Universal Rackets, and today we're going to be talking about one thing that can take your game to the next level, and that is being aggressive in the transition zone. A lot of players, they are good at the kitchen, they're good at the baseline, but what makes and breaks players is this right here, halfway between the baseline and the kitchen line. So what am I supposed to do while I'm in the transition zone? Well, I'm not supposed to stay in it, right? Pretend it's hot sand. You cannot stay here. You're either back or you're up. As soon as you get here, you want to move up unless the ball's super high, then you can move back, okay? But a lot of players, they don't know what to do here. Okay, if the ball's low, clearly I have to hit it up and then move up to the kitchen. But what's going to take your game to the next level is I want you to think, if you ever have a high floater ball, if you ever have a high floater ball and you're at the baseline, you're running forward and you're in the transition zone, you're going to take it out of the air and be aggressive. You're not going to just try to dink, drop, half drop it over. No, if you ever have a super high ball in the air that your opponent hits you in the transition zone, you're going to come down on it and be aggressive. Now, how do you know if your opponent's going to hit you a high ball in the transition zone? It is very easy. If you or your partner on the third shot hit a really good drop, okay? If I hit a really good drop and I see my opponent go like this, if I see them bend down, if I see them more even put their head down and they're going to like this, they're going to hit the ball up, what am I going to do? I am running up, I am sprinting up, I am being aggressive, okay? So again, I serve, they return, they come to the kitchen, okay? I hit an amazing drop, right? Okay? I see their head go down. What am I doing? I am running up, because what is the only thing that my opponent can do when they're like this? What do I have to do? The ball bounces. The net's this high. I'm at the kitchen. I have to go up on the ball. So they're going to go up every single time, and that's when you have the flexibility to be aggressive here. Take the ball out of the air and really try to drive through it. Now, a lot of players, they try to drive the ball in the transition zone, but they end up missing the ball in the net. The reason why they end up missing the ball in the net, yes, it's difficult, you're in the transition zone, but that ball was floating. Why in the world did I miss this easy floater ball? It was right up in the air. The reason why is the hardest balls to hit are the balls that you need to create your own pace. I'll say that one more time. The most difficult balls to hit are the balls that you need to create your own pace. Everyone can hit the ball back and forth if the ball's coming right at them. But when a ball's sitting in the air like a sitter, a lot of players, what they do is they'll hit it, right? And they'll stand right here and they'll try to swing, right? They'll stand right here and they'll try to swing, and the ball's going to go into the net because they have no momentum. Instead of doing that, you need to make sure that you run through the ball. Now, don't run through the ball into the kitchen, but you need to make sure that when you hit this ball in the air, you're going to hit and you're going to keep on moving forward. Again, you want to keep on moving forward. You want to move through the ball. You don't want to just hit it and stop your body. So again, instead of going like this, you're going to see it's high, you stop in the net, you go like this, right? And then you move up. What are you going to do? You see it high, you're hitting boom, and you're moving forward. You're moving through your shot. Now, if you don't miss it in the net, but you still have trouble, where are you missing? You're probably missing long. If you hold the paddle tight, it is not going to be right. Once again, if you hold the paddle tight, it's not going to be right. So a lot of players, when they see a sitter, what do? Oh my God, the ball's up in there, super high. I'm gonna hit the living snot out of it. I see my opponent at the kitchen. What do you wanna do? You wanna take them out. So what do? You grip this paddle as hard as can be. You're gonna get tennis elbow, you're gonna hurt your elbow, or pickleball elbow, they're gonna start calling it. And you hit it as hard as you can, boom, and it goes super long. You need to utilize your momentum, not your grip, okay? This doesn't hit the ball hard while you're moving through your shot. What hits the ball hard is your momentum. So again, what I am doing is I am not using my arm, gripping it as tight as possible, going like this. It's gonna go long. I'm glad that hit in the fence because I would have hit that guy. Instead, you're gonna hold this paddle super loose and you're going to utilize your momentum when you hit. Now, the next thing, okay? People miss in the transition zone floater volleys because if the ball is not higher than the crown of your head, do not swing down. You need to tilt your paddle to the side. Let me explain. If you have a ball at your head or lower, a lot of players, they go like this. Well, the further back I am, what does that mean? The more height I need if I'm gonna come down on it, right? Because if it's back here, the ball's gotta travel super long. I hold the paddle vertical and then what? In the net, so hard. Well, I stop too, right? I stop moving, which you have to do first. But instead of doing this, you need to tilt your paddle a little bit to the side. Now, by tilting your paddle a little bit to the side diagonally, that's going to allow you to get under the ball and keep on moving forward. So it's kind of like a roll when you think of it, okay? Think about it this way, okay? 3 o'clock here, 12 o'clock here. You wanna be around, sorry, I'm visualizing a clock right now, around 1.5 o'clock, okay? So you wanna be diagonal, not horizontal, not vertical. Okay, clearly, if the ball's super high, then you can smash it down like this. But when in the world is the ball gonna be that high? Unless they lob the ball up at you, again, what did we say? We're dropping the ball at them, they go up, that ball is going to go long. So when you hit these transition zone, moving through from the baseline to the kitchen, you're always going to turn your paddle diagonal. You're not going to hold your paddle vertical so you can get that ball over net. So again, guys, if you want to take your game to the next level, you have to be aggressive at the transition zone when you get the ball high up in there. When you get the ball high up in the air, you're going to be utilizing your momentum. You're going to be tilting your paddle diagonally. If you hold the paddle tight, it's not going to be right, so you're going to be letting the paddle work for you. You're not going to be working for the paddle, holding it loose. And last but not least, you're going to do this, you're going to cheat up, and you're going to know this every single time, when you drop and you see your opponent going like this, because you know that they're going to pop the ball up in the air. Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if this helped you, please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to check out awesome Selkirk paddles. I put the link in the description. Best paddles ever. If you use my link, you get a gift card with your purchase. Make sure to subscribe to Universal Rackets. We do Zoom meetups, free online Zoom trainings. Links in the description for that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Pickleball with Tyler, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a good one, happy hitting, and I'll see you next time on court.